So we opened up 2 new classrooms out of the 3. One's a staff room. And since we moved some of the 2-year-olds into the 3-year-old class that are, well, they're not 2-year-olds, they're 3-year-olds, from the 2s to the 3s, we were able to enroll 4 new 2-year-olds off of our waiting list. And we opened a toddler room, which is kind of our intermediate between infants and toddlers, those 1-year-olds that are just not quite really sturdy to get into the 1-year-old class. And that took 8 children into that classroom, so we were able to enroll 8 new infants and toddlers, or infants and 1-year-olds. So in total, we were able to enroll 12 new kids, and we've had some siblings come with them. So we were close to 18, 19 new kids since we've done our grant. We're able to serve more infants and toddlers because we freed up space in the 2-year-old room by moving those 3-year-olds out, and we created a new toddler room, which is for our 1-year-olds that are just not quite, walking. Normally they would have been taking space in the infant room. So we freed up space in the infants, a few spaces in the 1s. We got to move them over, and we got about 18 or 19 new kids enrolled, plus some siblings. Right now we still do have a wait list. It seems like everyone's looking for care for babies and toddlers. I think it's extremely important to our community because really parents rely on good care for their kids so that they can create income for their families and do the things that their families need on a daily basis. So the importance is huge, and we were just so happy that we were able to enroll some new kiddos and give that service to those parents. Our current wait list we have wait lists from all ages from 0 to 2 right now, and it ranges between 2 and 3 weeks to a few months long. The slots filled within a week. We just called them and they just grab it. They just went real fast. When we first opened those classrooms, the very first thing was that changing table. That was one of my top priorities, just to make sure that we could put kids with their correct groupings and they had the materials and supplies they needed for their development. Also, toys and shelving and materials and furniture, the sizes of chairs, and whether it's accessible at their level. There was all those little things that we had to take into consideration. We, in the transition, the toddler room, we got some transition chairs. So they're actually chairs, but they still have a buckle for those kiddos that are still not quite ready to be in the 1-year-old sitting in a regular chair, but they don't really need a high chair either. So all of those kinds of things were really intentional. I just think that it was a really good decision. We were really intentional about it. We had the idea for a while, and actually following it through, even with the challenges, was probably the best decision we've made so far this year.